There's in what makes sex addiction different from other like chemical dependencies. Sex addiction is kind of controversial in the world of addiction work, and people aren't quite sure how to classify it. If you work with people who present with sex addiction, you really see that they share a lot of things in common with other chemical dependencies. That there's an escalation of use over time, right? That they build a tolerance to particular behaviors or particular subject matter, just like a person struggling with alcoholism creates a tolerance to alcohol, which means that they have to increase the amount that they're using. We see the same thing in sex addiction, that you create a tolerance, so you have to increase the amount, you have to increase the riskiness of behaviors, but there's that increase in behaviors over time. It becomes really compulsive, where people might even come to a place where they really want to stop. They're experiencing a lot of physical, spiritual, emotional consequences, and despite all of those consequences, they are completely unable to arrest these behaviors on their own. So there's a lot of things that sex addiction shares in common with other chemical dependencies. I think the big thing that really makes sex addiction so different from other chemical dependencies is that I think that it's particularly easy to hide. That it's if you are inebriated or intoxicated on whatever substance, it's likely that people are going to be able to see that impairment, right? They can see when a person is drunk, they can see when a person is intoxicated on other chemicals. But sex addiction and pornography addiction is really, really easy to hide. It's really, really easy to keep secret. It's really, really easy to maintain a level of professional functioning, to create an image of appropriate community and relationship functioning. Meanwhile, they're hiding this really, really painful, personal, shameful secret that really is, like I said, what creates the disease that we are working to address. So there's a lot of things that sex addiction shares in common with other chemical dependencies, but unlike substances, sex addiction is really a lot easier to hide and to keep secret, which creates that double life.